recording.
Okay, go.
Big turkey. Section 5, the cost approach to value, cost estimation. Learning objectives. 1. List the elements of cost. 2. State the basic formula for the cost approach to value. 3. Define 4 concepts of cost. 4. Calculate cost estimates. 5. When does the cost approach work best? 6. When is the cost approach especially useful? Do you not have materials to read along,
Yeah,
Mr.
I do.
Tokubby?
I do. By the way, it's 2-sided pages.
Yes, I'm well aware. Thank you.
Okay.
The cost approach to value is one of 3 commonly recognized methods of estimating the value of real property. The cost approach is based upon the fundamental economic concept of substitution. This concept starts with the notion that a rational buyer would not pay more for a new property than it would cost to purchase a vacant lot next door and build an exact replica of the subject. When the concept is used to appraise older properties, the concept of depreciation must be considered in the cost approach. The purpose of this section is to introduce the student to the tools necessary to successfully use the cost approach to estimate value.
What page are you on?
34. A. The 6 steps of the cost approach. Text, Chapter 9, page 230. Number 1. Estimate the value the land site would have if vacant and available for development to its HBU covered in Section 4. Number 2. Estimate RCN or reproduction cost new of the improvement. Number 3. Estimate the depreciation of the improvement. A. Physical deterioration. B. Functional obsolescence. C. External economic obsolescence. Number 4. Subtract the depreciation from the total cost of the primary improvement to arrive at the depreciated cost of improvements, the RCN-LD. Number 5. Estimate the total cost new of accessory, additional improvements, less depreciation plus any site improvements, the RCN-LD. Number 6. Add land site value and a depreciated total improvement value to arrive at a value indication by the cost approach.
Do you remember this from the end of the last?
Yes. B. Step 2. Estimating cost new, characteristics of cost. Text, Chapter 9, page 234. Number 1. Quality of workmanship. Number 2. Quality of materials. Number 3. Design type. Number 4. Construction type. Number 5. Floor area. Number 6. Building shape. Number 7. Story height. C. The elements of cost. Text, Chapter 9, pages 235-236. There's a side note that says, test will ask, which is an indirect cost? A. Brick and mortar. B. Wages. C. Engineering fees. Or D. Equipment. The arrow is pointing to C. Engineering fees.
That could be a note for the test of this, but that's okay.
Okay. Number 1. Direct costs under the element of cost. A. Construction materials. B. Labor and supervision. C. Equipment rentals. Number 2. Indirect cost. Architectural, engineering, and other professional fees. B. Building permits, title and legal fees. C. Insurance, interest, taxes, advertising, and marketing expenses. Number 3. Entrepreneurial profit. Market derived. What do developers expect to receive for their contributions? D. 4 concepts of cost, referring to text, Chapter 9, pages 236 through 238. Number 1. Reproduction cost. A. The amount required to construct a replica of the existing building. B. Includes any outdated features or materials, functional obsolescence. Number 2. Replacement cost. The cost to construct a building of equal quality.
Equal. Read it again.
Oh, the cost to construct a building of equal utility.
Huge word. That means a lot in this business.
B, cost based upon modern construction design and materials. C, does not include the cost of outdated features, functional obsolescence. D, most mass appraisal systems use replacement cost. 3, historical cost is the actual cost of construction of an existing improvement at the time of construction. Number 4, trended historical cost. A, the historic cost of a building improvements must be determined. B, an index of changes in cost construction must be identified. C, reflects the estimated cost to build today based upon the historical actual cost and changes in prices since the building was originally constructed. E, 4 methods of cost estimating based on text chapter 9, pages 238 through 244. Number 1, quantity survey method. The most accurate cost estimate, also the most time consuming. A, complete itemization of direct and indirect cost. B, detailed, time consuming, costly, and seldom used. C, produces highly accurate estimates of cost. D, may be used to estimate replacement or reproduction costs. Number 2, the unit in place method.
Segregated cost method.
Oh, that's a segregated cost method. It's based on table 9.3, text page 942. It is highly accurate and less time consuming than quantity survey. Estimates the cost of components of a building separately. Considers direct and indirect costs. Also called the segregated cost method. 3 steps in the process. Number 1, divide the subject property into its components and measure each component. Number 2, multiply each component times the appropriate unit price. Number 3, total the results on step 2.
Tot the results?
I don't know. Use the schedule of unit cost below to estimate RCN for the subject property. Add 21% for indirect costs.
If that shows up on a test, that's important. Okay, so that's on page 38. Okay, skip on down to the top. We'll read it off like that.
Okay. Foundation, 2,500 times 6.17 equals 15,425. Roof, 2,850 times 9.03 equals $25,735.50. Exterior wall, 230 times 16.54 equals $3,804.20. Flooring, 2,500 times 7.11 equals $17,775. Interior door, 10 times 40 equals $400. Exterior door, 3 times 75 equals $225. Windows, 20 times 35 equals $700. Subtotal, $64,064.70. Plus indirect cost of $13,453.59.
Which is 21% of that 64,000.
Okay, so that they took the $64,064.70 and multiplied it by 21%.
Yep, that's exactly what they do.
Okay, and then they added them together, making the total $77,518.29. Students should complete student activity 5-1 before proceeding.
I thought students should mind their own business.
Hey, you know what?
Hold it. Okay, so
those costs where you multiplied whatever so what is that foundation? So 2,500 square feet. That those prices that we got to multiply the units came from this quality table. So there's a chart up there that you had to pick. They say it's good quality. Well, you have to go to the good.
Yes, the good column.
And find the price. So I just wanted to throw that in before we fly on by it too much.
So, okay, students are going to complete student activity 5-1 before proceeding. Dawn thinks they need to mind their own business.
You said that in the last recording.
Number 3, comparative unit method, also called square foot method. Easiest, fastest, and most widely used method. B, direct and indirect costs are estimated as a cost per unit. C, data often obtained from published cost manuals. 1, Dodge Building Cost Calculator. 2, Marshall and Swift Valuation Service. www.marshallswift.com. D, published cost data must be compared with local market data to ensure that it is appropriate for that area. This method is called the market-based cost. Example, calculate the cost new per square foot as indicated from the following sale. The deets are as follows. Sale price of improved property is $65,000. Sale date is 12/29/14. Value of additives as of 1/1/15 is $10,000. Land value as of 1/1/15 is $5,000. Percent good as of 1/1/15 is 90%. Size of living area is 1,550 square feet. Solution. Sale price $65,000 multiplied by 1 for no time adjustment, which is equal to $65,000 time adjusted sale price, less the $5,000 for land value, less the $10,000 additive value, equals $50,000 for present building value, divided by 90% good, equals $55,556 estimate of the cost new, divided by 1,550 square feet of living area, equals $35.84 per square foot new. E, cost per cubic foot may be estimated for warehouse industrial property. Students should complete student activity 5-2 before proceeding.
How come you're reading those this time?
I don't know. Did I not read them last time?
You're trying to ignore those.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's been a while since we've done textbooks.
Yeah, and it's now midnight, and you're making me read. And
you can skip 41.
Okay, we're not going to read any of the tables on 41?
Too many to read.
Is it a problem? Is it like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
The next page has the problem that you got to go and refer to that table. So you can read the problem.
I'm going to read the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Example, XYZ contains 1,500 square feet. It is a 4-year-old Class 4 property. The property needs to be repainted and the slab is cracked. What is the estimated market value of the improvement? Schedule value for Class 4 is 1,500 square feet. Over on the cost schedule, you go to Class 4 and go down to 1,500 square feet, which is you go over and you meet the 2 column and row, which is $33, which is what is indicated on the problem, and subtract the value for repainting, and so that comes from the itemized depreciation examples that are given on page 41 that needs paint. It's a class 1 through 4, and it tells you to subtract $2.75 from the schedule value.
Our subject is class
Yes, our subject is a class 4. So the $33 less the $2.75 gives the residual schedule value of $30.25.
Oh, in other words, repainting deducts $2.75 from the per square foot.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
So the residual schedule value multiplied by 1,500 square feet is $45,375. Now you're going to subtract 5% for the cracked slab.
Crack slab, reduce preliminary estimate of RCN by 5%.
Yeah.
So it tells you straight up.
Yeah, there's a line at the bottom of all of these schedules talking about 5%. So the $45,375 multiplied by 5% is no. You're okay. What are you multiplying the 5% by?
Okay.
The residual schedule value, which is the $30.25 times 1,500 square feet, equals the $45,375. Then you take the $45,375 times 5% for the cracked slab, which equals $2,268.75, and then you subtract that from the $45,375, which gives you a new estimated RCN before depreciation of $43,106.25. Apply a 4-year-old class 4% good depreciation rate, so that's the $43,106.25 times 0.97, which that came from the middle table. It's a class 4 and it's 4 years old, so it's 97%. That equals $41,813.06.
In other words, it has 3% depreciation.
Okay. So the estimated market value of improvement rounded is $41,813. So, number 4, trended historical cost method. It refers to text chapter 9, page 243. A, based upon the actual historic cost of the improvements. B, an index is used to convert historic cost to current cost. C, used when current cost information is not available in the market. D, the 4 steps to the procedure. D, the 4 steps to the procedure. 1, find the historical cost of the property. 2, subtract from historical cost the amount the land and personal property contributed. The remainder is the historical cost of the improvement. Number 3, find the appropriate cost multiplier from a cost service. Number 4, multiply the historical cost of the improvement by the cost multiplier. Example. A Class C residential structure was built in June of 2010 for a total cost new of $120,000. What is the calculated reproduction cost new of the improvement as of January 14th? Use the cost index table on the next page. So we are looking for a Class C structure that was built in June of 2010 for a total cost new of $120,000. So you go down to June of 10 rather. Is that right?
Yeah.
Costs and go to column C. So the answer is 1,060.
Just 1061.
Okay, 1060.1.
Yes. They're just indexes.
Okay, so then you take the 1060.1 and
1481.0
subtract.
No. You're not subtracting.
Okay.
You're dividing.
Okay, you're going to divide that.
I think the new one versus the newest versus the divided by the oldest. Anyway, so go on down to the bottom of the deal.
Okay,
Bottom
so
of the chart. I think it tells you how to work it.
cost of construction in June 2010 is $165,000, which, can I just say that doesn't make sense because
It says it in the property, in the problem. Read it up here.
this is the problem that we're working though. This is what I'm reading.
Oh, okay. So we're doing two problems. We're doing this one using this data.
That's
And
correct.
there's this problem using this data.
That's
Why
correct.
don't you read that problem?
So don't read the example
Don't read
problem.
that one. It's too hard because you don't know how to do that.
Okay.
This shows you how to do the formula down here for this problem.
Okay. So we're not going to complete the example on page 43. So the example on page 44, you are appraising a Class C store constructed in June 2010 for $165,000. 1/4 of that cost is attributed to land and $15,000 represents personal property. Use the following cost indexes to estimate RCN of the improvement as of January 2014. So do you...
Same thing. They're same date.
So you're going to go to June 2010, so June 10, and you're going to go over to column to appraisal Class C, and that still gives us the 1060.1.
And then your January is 1481. Now go down at the bottom and read your how to work it.
Okay, well first, cost of construction in June 2010 is $165,000, less 25% for land, which is $41,250, less personal property of $15,000, gives the RCN of improvement as of June 2010 $108,750. So, index for Class C January of 2014, which is 1481.0, divided by the index for Class C June 2010, which is 1060.1, equals 1.397038. So the trend adjustment times the 1.397038 times the RCN of improvement as of June 2010, which was $108,750, equals $151,928 rounded. So the RCN of improvement as of January 2014 is $151,928.
Basically, it costs more now to rebuild this property than it did back in 2010.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, it's just kind of weird.
Are we reading this chart?
Yeah.
Okay. The methods of estimating RCN. Method, cost index trending, reproduction only.
That's what we just did.
Oh, okay. The short description is 1, ascertain historical cost. 2, subtract land and personal property. 3, select multiplier. 4, multiply historical cost of real property times the multiplier. The advantages is it provides a helpful check of cost estimates derived from other techniques. Disadvantages, it depends on knowledge of historical cost and correct allocation among land improvements and personal property, least accurate technique. The method, quantity, survey, reproduction, or replacement. The short description is a detailed estimate using a technique of contractor's bid. The advantages are it's accurate. The disadvantages are that time-consuming, it requires special training and expertise. The method, square foot replacement only. The short description is 1, carefully measure the subject and property and determine its quality class. 2, select the appropriate indicator of unit cost. And 3, multiply the size of the subject times the unit cost. Advantages, it's fast, it's uniform results if quality categories are clear, And the disadvantages are you must develop local modifiers, not accurate for unique properties or properties where components differ from overall quality. The method is unit in place, reproduction, or replacement. The short description is divide the subject property into its components and measure each component. Number 2, multiply each component times the appropriate unit price. Number 3, total the results of step 2. The advantages of unit in place are more accurate than square foot method, less time consuming than quantity survey, and requires less special training, can be tailored to unique properties. And the disadvantages of unit in place are increased expenditure of time, may not yield proportionate increase in accuracy, and requires detailed information about interior of property.